Hello there, YouTube. This is Jessica G. Quinto. I am the author of the young adult novel Stand Up, Fight Back, which is currently available for purchase on Amazon, both in paperback and as of November 4th will be available for Kindle. If you're wondering why the date has changed, please look at my update for October. You'll be able to get information on why it's changed. But today I wanted to do a October reading wrap-up and my basically to-be-read list. First, let's talk about the books I actually read this month. The first one I read after getting out of my reading slump was the book Timing by Mary Calms, and I gave this a 1-star on Goodreads. I did not like it. If you are interested in seeing what I thought about it, I will put a link in the description below about where I do a review on Timing and one other book. The next one I read was actually one that I got at the book festival, which was Zodiac Lovers, Cetus and I still cannot pronounce this. Third video I'm doing this in and I still cannot pronounce it, by Lance Talbot. And I gave this one an overall 2 stars, but because it's 2 different stories, I gave the first one 3 stars and the second one 1 star because they're 2 separate ones. And again, you can see it in the video that I'll put down in the description about my thoughts on it. The next one that I got is not one that is a fiction book. It's more of a nonfiction help book. But it's The Emotion Thesaurus, A Writer's Guide to Character Expression by Angela Ackerman and Becca Puglisi. I hope I pronounced that right. This book is really, really good, and it basically gives you an emotion that a normal person would have, and then it gives you physical traits, internal traits, and other actions that can basically improve you for showing versus telling. So one of the ones that they have is excitement. Definition, the state of being energized or stimulated and provoked to act. And it gives physical signs like a wide grin or fanning oneself, internal sensations such as a dry mouth or adrenaline rush, then mental responses, cues of acute or long-term excitement, cues of suppressed excitement, and then a writer's tip. And I saw this on Amazon a couple weeks back, and I'm like, oh, this is very interesting. Let me see if my local library has it. And they only had the first one that these ladies did, but oh my god, the minute I started reading it, I'm like, I have to have this book. I have to. So I ordered it on Amazon. It should be here about the same time as my proofs for Stand Up, Fight Back will be here. And I'm super, super excited about this. The next book is just one that I'm currently reading. It's currently on my e-reader. Now, the next book that I have is actually my book that I'm currently reading, so it's going to be part of the wrap-up for November, but it is Imperial Stout by Layla Rain. She has a series that this book is a spin-off of, which I didn't realize when I first started reading it, called the Irish and Whiskey series. It's male on male, and it's so far really good because I'm listening to it both audiobook and on the Kindle e-reader. So I'm super enjoying the story. It was a little hard to follow at first because then I realized that it was spin-off of another series. So I'm like, okay, well now I got to get the other series so that I know what's going on. I'm so confused by some of the minor characters, but the 2 main characters I really like. So far, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. As far as my to-be-read list for November, I have 6 books, and I'm hoping to be able to read as many of those as I can. The first one that I want to read is Zenith by Sasha Alberg. I know I'm probably butchering that. I'll put the cover up here for anyone who is interested in it. And I've seen a lot of people talk about this book, give it a lot of very critical responses to it, but I usually will take reviews with a grain of salt, and basically, unless I read it myself, I'm not going to be able to have a good response to it. But I'd like to read it because it sounds interesting enough, so I'm kind of interested in that kind of thing. The next book I want to read this month is To All the Boys I've Loved by Jenny Han, and I know that there's a Netflix movie on it, and I'm really interested in watching that. That's on my to-be-watch list as well. But I wanted to read the book because I know that it's part of a series, and I'm really kind of interested in this family dynamic and the story in particular. The next book that I'm interested in reading is Serafina by Rachel Hartman. And I looked at this and I had an instant image in my head of shape-shifting dragons, but I hope that that's what I'm gonna get, but I more than likely won't because my brain is odd like that. So I'm really interested in seeing this book. The next book that I'm hoping to read this month is actually from a fellow YouTuber named Jenna Moresi. It's her book, The Savior's Champion. And this is the only one that I can't find in my local library, so I will have to purchase it, which I'm perfectly okay with. I'm just not sure if I want to purchase a paperback, hardback, or ebook, but I'll figure that out when I actually get to that point. Fifth book, I think it is, that I want to read is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, which I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that name right, but this was a recommendation from one of my good friends, Ollie, and she loves The Raven Boys, and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. So I know that a lot of YouTubers out there really like The Raven Boys, so I'm gonna give it a try, see how I like it. If I don't like it, I don't have to keep reading it. The sixth book that I'm planning on reading this month is Consorting with Dragons by Sarah Trevor. Now, this one I thought was really interesting by just the description on Goodreads, and I'll put a link in the description below for where you can find all these books on Goodreads, but I'm really interested in reading it. And I know 6 books for someone who has been in a reading slump is a lot, but I just want to get back into it. If I read other things, that's fine. I'm not gonna beat myself up over it, but I'm going to try to read these 6, possibly others during the month. Now that I don't have to worry about a pre-order or a launch, I just have to worry about marketing it. I might have some more time on my hands. So I hope you all have enjoyed this wrap up and to be read list. In the comment section below, why don't you tell me out of these books, which ones do you think that I'll enjoy the most based off of what you've seen so far, and which one you think that I will like the least. I might put a order of which ones I liked the best and which ones I didn't. Again, thank you all for watching. You can reach me out on Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, and right here on YouTube. Stand Up Fight Back is available for order on Amazon on both paperback, and as of November 4th will be available on Kindle as well, so you can pick up your copy today. My name is Jessica G. Quinto, keeping fabulous, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!